Well, I have to make this video. This video is somewhat, no, I'm not really going to say a response, but it's a piggyback to what Chris Crazy House Black Up In You was talking about. Now, I don't really want to talk about this because I don't give a shit about this guy. This is Jake Paul. Most of you know who he is, or you've probably heard of him at least on YouTube. He's a big name, him and his brother. Now, I don't respect this guy, and I don't know why people are giving him so much respect for the victories that he's gotten when he stepped into the ring. Because he hasn't fought anybody that's a boxer. Every victory that has occurred, that he has obtained, has been from an MMA fighter. MMA fighters are mixed martial artists that specialize in grappling techniques and strikes to the body, such as the ribs, the back, the head, okay, the chest. So these MMA fighters are stepping into an element that they are not prepared for. Jake Paul has somewhat trained to become a boxer because I guess he's really starting to try to take this seriously. So he's doing his boxing thing, training as a boxer, but these guys do not train as boxers. They're MMA fighters. They're not in the same element that they're used to. So when he obtains victory over them, I don't see why everybody's giving this guy credit, because the majority of the people are saying that the fight was boring. Most of his fights are boring. His brother, who I don't care for either, can somewhat get respect because he actually stepped into the ring with a real professional boxer in Floyd Mayweather. Got his ass knocked out, had to get held up, but he'll swear he didn't get knocked out, but he did, because anybody can look at the footage and see he got knocked out, and Floyd Mayweather had to literally hold him up in his arms. Okay, and the guy won by decision on Floyd Mayweather because Mayweather's title wasn't on the line, so he could take the loss. It didn't matter. He could eat that loss. But Jake Paul is getting praised like he's some great fighter, and he's not really a great fighter at all. Because if he was a great fighter and really believed in being a boxer and wanted to do that, he would step into the ring with an actual professional boxer instead of taking easy fights. And I'm not saying that the guys that he beat are easy to beat, but he's not fighting a professional boxer like he wants to become. He's not fighting someone who knows how to fight in the ring as a boxer and has victories under their belt. So he doesn't get any respect from me. I'm not turning this into a black and white thing about, oh, the black man got knocked out by the white dude. I mean, he could have took a dive. Who knows? He could have took a paycheck. Or maybe he legitimately got knocked out. I don't give a shit. Because I don't take these fights seriously. I actually will watch a boxing match with two professional fighters get in the ring who know what the fuck they're doing, and that'll be entertaining. Watching a YouTuber turn boxer, that doesn't entertain me at all. It's bullshit. And the fact that they got people that will pay for this, these are suckers that are watching trash matches. So if he can step into the ring with an actual professional fighter, maybe then I'll say he deserves some respect. Like I said, his brother can get some respect for doing that at least. But as far as he goes, he doesn't really deserve any respect. He just runs his mouth and talks, and I'm pretty sure he can fight, because I'm not going to say all these white dudes can't fight, but as far as I'm concerned, he ain't doing shit. Get in the ring with a fighter, with an actual professional fighter who knows how to work themselves around that ring, who knows, what they're doing in that ring, and they're in their element. And if he can somehow pull off a victory off of a professional fighter, then the respect can be given. Until then, all these clowns that are praising him and saying he's doing wonderful things and he's a legend. DJ Academics of all people called this guy a legend. How the fuck is he a legend? He ain't fight nobody. Muhammad Ali is a legend. Sugar Ray Leonard is a legend. Mike Tyson is a legend, okay? Rocky Marciano, love him or hate him, he's a fucking legend. He retired with no fucking losses at all. This guy ain't no goddamn legend. He's a legendary jackass, a legendary clown, but he's not no goddamn legendary boxer. He ain't fighting nobody yet. Him being a boxer, okay, I'm going to put it to you like this far in this video. Him being a boxer, or being sort of a boxer, because he still lacks certain skills as a boxer, okay, let's be real about it, okay. Him being a boxer and fighting MMA guys is like putting a football player on a basketball court and expecting the football player to actually know how to play basketball. It makes no sense, there's no logic in it. And it's going to be an easy victory for the basketball player because the football player is out of his element. Same thing goes for putting a basketball player on a soccer, in a soccer game, okay? It's just not going to work out for that particular basketball player. They're out of their element. It makes no sense. And you can make the argument that he's out of his element because he used to be a YouTuber, but the motherfucker's been training. I can give him that much credit. But he needs to fight a boxer, someone who is doing the same thing that he is trying to become. A boxer, doing the same thing that he wants to be. A boxer. Not an MMA fighter who specializes in grappling and specializes in strikes, okay? An actual boxer. I don't know why anybody's giving this guy credit, okay? Just makes no sense to me.